welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 383, just in case anybody's counting. What I am wearing, let me see if I can move the camera closer. These are all beads. This sweater is actually the Flax Light sweater. You can see the raglans here. I just recently made the green sweater using the same pattern. The Flax Light is a long sleeve. This one is, of course, a short sleeve. I have 3 of these sweaters that I have made. I have one that is gray that has black beads at the top. I have one that is teal that has kind of teal faceted beads around the top. It's a bamboo cotton and it's just so comfortable, even though it's a little big on me. It's just, I love it. So anyway, yes, that's what I am wearing. I've got my tea handy. Those of you from Britain or from England would know I'm drinking P&G Tips tea. So if you missed my video yesterday, that was on my tea haul, which was Simpson & Vale and English Tea Company, which is where I got this from. And yes, the cup is a 40 ounce. It's as big as my head. I like caffeine and I like hot tea, what can I say? But if you missed that video and you want to catch up on it, you can click the little link right here and that will take you over to yesterday's video on my tea haul. So let's get started. I have no finished objects because last week I had a bunch of finished objects. So I have a bunch of works in progress. We will start with my crocheted project. This is, it looks like a square donut hole. What this is Comfy Cotton Blend, and I think the color was called Very Berry, something like that. So it goes on like this. I'm not using a pattern. We're just faking it and hoping it works. I've used my first full skein. So where these kind of raglan increases are right here, they're just increases, but they remind me because of the way they fall of a raglan. This is going to become the underarms. And then I'll just make the arms a little longer because we gotta hide the bat wings. So yes, the sleeves will be longer than this, but this is how far they are so far. And yeah, so that is it. And I changed the pattern a little bit because you can see up here, I have some double crochets and then the rest is single crochet. That's because I don't want it to be too peekaboo-ish, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I'm doing single crochet. So that is my first project. I have a total of 4 skeins of this. So I just finished my first skein. So that is project number 1. Project number 2 is the Lamia shawl by Tony Lipsy of TL Yarn Crafts. And this is Tunisian crochet, and it's all curled up right now. So here it is so far. It feels like it is taking me forever because I am using, they're calling this a lace weight. I would call it more of a fingering weight. It is referred to as a lace weight. So I can show it to you. Yeah. To me, there you can see. To me, it seems more fingering, but anyway, I'm using a 3.5 millimeter hook, and here is what the pattern looks like. This part is your just standard regular Tunisian, I think they call it a knit stitch or traditional stitch, and this is a honeycomb stitch that runs all along the side here, and then when you get it to the length you want it, then you'll do the honeycomb all the way across for the same width as your border over here. So that way your entire border is made of the honeycomb stitch. So that's how far I've gotten with that. And then my last project is a knitting project, and of course I'm partway through the row to show you this, but I am making the Lorelei. I'm going to hold this up so you can see what it looks like. So there it is. It has, this is the section I'm working on right now, which is basically garter. This is a mosaic where you're holding 2 yarns together to create this design. And then this is a lace panel that goes at the bottom. Now the shawl itself says it is 19 inches deep, so it's not a real deep shawl, but it does say it is supposed to be 81.9 inches or 208 centimeters widthwise. I don't know if that's going to happen, because this is, I am almost done the garter section, and this is all the bigger it is. Now, I know this will stretch out a bit. This is sock weight yarn. It called for fingering or sock weight yarn. And I know that this has some stretch to it. You know, you can see it. So it will pull out a little bit. But I'll be honest, it's kind of dense. And I'm not a tight knitter. I'm not a loose knitter. I'm just average. But it's kind of stiff. I hope it drapes better than it's doing right now, because right now I'm not real happy with it. It does have some sparkle in the yarn. I don't know how well it's going to show up, but it does have gold sparkles in the yarn. So I'm hoping after all of this I can actually wear it, because sparkles tend to make me itch, so I don't want something right up around my neck. Because like I said, there's something in it that just bothers me. I don't think it's allergic to it, it just scratches for some reason. I made an entire shirt that had sparkles in it, and I still haven't had the nerve to throw it out. But I can't wear it, because every time I put it on, I scratch like crazy. But anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens with this, but unless it really, really stretches out a lot, this is the third of the shawl so far. That's nowhere near 20 some inches. This is maybe 18 inches right now, and this is a third of the shawl that is supposed to be 81 inches. So yes, it might be a shawl for a very small person. We'll have to see what happens. Who knows, somebody in my family might end up inheriting it if it doesn't stretch out quite right. So that's what I've been working on. Now this week we have a lot in our show and tell, so thank you ahead of time to those of you who contacted me and sent me either an email or posted over on my Facebook page, Katrina Knits, and let me know what projects you're working on. I do appreciate all of those. Some of the projects do have links, which I will put below in the description box, so you can check those out if you want to check out those patterns or tutorials that the person got those from. So with that, let's go watch our show and tell together. If you would like to post on Show and Tell, you are more than welcome to. All I ask is that you either post it over on my Facebook page, Katrina Knits, or you can email me at KatrinasCreations. Both links are down below in the description box. Basically, everything's down in the description box. But if you go down there, you can find my contact information and just send me a picture and tell me a little bit about it and how you want your name to appear in the Show and Tell. Because some people don't want their full name, some people do. Yeah, just tell me whatever and I'll put it into the Show and Tell for everybody else. So, what am I reading? Well, I started last week on Aunt Dimity and the Lost Prince. I lost my page marker. Thankfully, I know what chapter I'm on. I'm about halfway through the book. And it's been really good so far. So far, Aunt Dimity, she doesn't play a huge part in the books. Aunt Dimity is the ghost that lives in the house that the main character inherited, but you never see her. She just writes in words of wisdom in a journal for Laurie Shepherd, the main character, to find. But the main character, Laurie, has gone to an old Cotswold mansion, and there's a little girl there who starts talking about the Russian prince and the times of what she believes are probably around the early 1900s, as if she knows them firsthand. And all of a sudden, a salt cellar, silver salt cellar that is Russian, disappears and shows up in the charity bin. And so Laurie is trying to investigate where the little girl and her mother disappeared to, where the salt cellar came from. I mean, she knows it came from the mansion house, but it was apparently a Russian salt cellar, and supposedly it belonged to this missing prince. So now she and her friend are on their search for two people and a missing prince. So yeah, it's been good so far. So I'm about halfway through, so hopefully I'll get that finished this week. If you guys have reading suggestions, I love cozy mysteries, especially ones that either take place in the state of Maine or New England. I like those, and I like ones that are related to yarn shops or yarn or knitting or crochet. So yeah, if you run across or you have some favorites, let me know down below in the comments, because I'm always looking for something good to read. Yes. So Friday's video this week is going to be what are my favorite patterns and what have I used them for. Big secret, one of them is going to be flax light. So, but I will show you the different versions of that pattern that I've used to make different sweaters, because it's very modifiable, if that's a word. You can change it around and do a lot with it. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite patterns, both knitting and crochet. So that will be Friday's video. And again, if you missed yesterday's, you can check that one out if you want to check out what kind of tea I bought. So now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section, we have, I'm getting my cheat sheet out because I need my bifocals to see the coupon codes. So we have Lovecrafts. They are offering 40% off of their Rowan yarns, and all of the links to the sales that I'm telling you about are, again, down below in the description box, so go check those out. There's no coupon code needed. Mary Maxim is offering 25% off of their Afghan and blanket kits. Again, I couldn't find where there was any coupon code needed. Lion Brand is offering up to 50% off. It ends Monday the 17th at 9 a.m. Now, up to 50% off, I went over and looked. Most everything I saw was more like 30% off, but there were some yarns that, I mean, they tell you how much they've marked down the price. So there are some that are 50% off. There's some, I'd say the majority are probably 30 to around 30-35% off. But yeah, worth a check out. Then there is Knit Picks and We Crochet. Katrina did a little shopping. Yes, let me tell you about the sale first. We Crochet is the sister company of Knit Picks. It's just the crochet side of it. But they both sell, you know, the Knit Pick sells knitting tools, We Crochet sells crochet tools, but they both sell yarn. But they run different specials each month for which yarn is discounted. Like this month, Knit Picks has Alpaca Cloud for 20% off. We Crochet for the month of June has Curio off on 20%. So you have to go to either website to get those particular discounts. But they are both running right now through Sunday the 16th. They are running 25% off site-wide on both sites. So I actually did a little shopping. I will be doing a yarn haul when it comes in, but as you know, I'm putting together a yarn advent calendar that some of you are buying, and I'm going to use it to open, and I'm making some for a future giveaway. Yeah, so anyway, I realized I was a few yarns short, a few skeins short. Some people would say I've been a few skeins short for a very long time, but anyway, I am a few skeins short of what I needed for the advent calendar, so I went over and did a little shopping on the sale. So I also bought some bear yarn, which is undyed yarn, because my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, is home from college right now, and she was telling me the other day, she says, "Grandma, you want to get together and do some yarn dyeing?" So I bought some yarn so she and I can do a little yarn dyeing. So yeah, that'll be fun. This will probably be my last summer to do stuff like that with her because she just got engaged. Exciting. So yeah, that's exciting family news for us. It's been a busy summer so far. We've had a college graduate, a high school graduate, and an engagement. So yeah, been a busy 2 months here over in Pennsylvania. But anyway, so I bought some of those yarns. So yeah, we will do a yarn haul when they come in, and of course I will film when my granddaughter and I do a little dyeing. Maybe my daughter will get in on it too. Who knows? We'll have fun. So that's what I have for you today. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. In the past 2 weeks, we have had 41 people subscribe to the channel. We are almost halfway to the next 100, and it's only been 2 weeks since we did our last giveaway. So if you are new, every time I hit a new 100 subscribers, which will be when I hit 5,000, it'll be the next 100 subscribers, I do a giveaway, and it always involves yarn. So that will be coming up whenever we hit 5,000. So if you haven't already, please click that little red subscribe button down below. And if you give me a thumbs up, that does help the analytics for our videos and gets them more recognized and out there for everybody. So that's one way you guys can help me, if you give me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. So those of you who have been with me for years and years, I really do appreciate it. So many of you I have gotten to know very well over the last few years, and I consider you my friends, my yarny friends. So thank you all for watching.